The nation's largest banks stopped foreclosures last fall following allegations their employees cut corners while processing the paperwork. And a short time later, with promises to halt the illegal practices, foreclosures resumed.
But the I-team has learned robo-signing remains what some officials call an epidemic here in Nevada. I-team reporter Colleen McCarty has the story.
So, Paula, robo-signing refers to a variety of different practices. Among them, employees who sign foreclosure documents they haven't read, use fake signatures to process them, or fail to follow notary rules. So why does it matter? Because in every case, the people foreclosing on homes swear to the accuracy of their actions without actually verifying them. Beyond being illegal, it can lead to wrongful foreclosures, or in the case of the couple you're about to meet, one more way the system just seems stacked against them.
To trace the last 5 years of Tanya Butterfield's life,
It's tiring, it's frustrating.
look no further than the intersection near the home she so desperately wants to save. Fittingly, its purchase in 2006 for $315,000 was the new mother's joy. And this appointment at a bankruptcy attorney's office is now her last hope.
I didn't realize this was going to be that emotional. So, but yeah. But it's hard, you know, because it is our first home.
When the casino cut her husband's hours and Tanya lost her job in 2009, the Butterfields could no longer afford their $2,800 a month mortgage payment. So they gave the last of their savings to a man who promised them a loan modification, yet delivered even more hardship.
By the time they got to me, they were on the eve of foreclosure.
As the Butterfields' attorney, Tara Newberry worked to facilitate a short sale. Yet while negotiating with two different lien holders, Newberry uncovered even more suspected fraud.
You look at the document and they sign as an officer of MERS, and then the next recording down, it's the same person signing as the vice president of Bank ABC. And then the next document down from that, they're signing as the foreclosure trustee. And it's like, wait a minute.
On the same day in records used to foreclose on the Butterfields, the name Angela Nava appears wearing two hats. On one document, she's the assistant secretary of MERS, the Mortgage Electronic Registration System. On another, she's the assistant secretary for U.S. Bank.
And then the question becomes, you know, who is Angela Nava? Did she have the authority to make this assignment? And on whose behalf was she really acting?
Newberry suspects Nava is a robo-signer, a mortgage servicing employee who signs off on thousands of foreclosures, attesting to the accuracy of the documents without actually reviewing them. Infamous robo-signer Linda Green, seen here on 60 Minutes, fraudulently identified herself as vice president of more than 20 banks. And yes, documents bearing Green's signature have surfaced here in Nevada.
We've seen sloppy paperwork to outright fraud.
Chief Deputy Attorney General John Kelleher supervises the AG's Mortgage Fraud Task Force and its active investigation into robo-signing.
We've been finding so many fraudulently signed documents. I mean, I think it would be fair to say you could declare the county recorder's office a crime scene. It's that bad.
To test Kelleher's claim, the I-team did its own random search of foreclosure records filed beginning in October of last year. In just under a few minutes, notary B. Perez, licensed in California, stood out due to the variation in her signature. Although her employer, Quality Loan Service Corporation, in a written statement to the I-team, quote, adamantly asserts that the signatures on its documents were signed by the actual person whose name appears.
If you can see this in this top one, the B and the P aren't connected.
Forensic document examiner Brenda Anderson has a different opinion.
These are all interpretations of what I believe to be four different people, and they're a rendition of the signature of the notary.
Anderson believes the signature varies with the trustee.
But you see that little point there? That's the little heart lady.
If she's right, each forgery recorded with the county is a crime, at least on paper, be it B. Perez, Linda Green, or Angela Nava. In practice, however, families like the Butterfields are finding it isn't enough to save their homes.
Even if they could raise these claims and offset some, you know, they still aren't going to be able to afford the house, and they can't sell it for what they owe.
Even with a buyer, the short sale fizzled when the lenders couldn't reach a deal. Now bankruptcy is the Butterfields' last hope.
It's very overwhelming.
For Tanya, the loss is about much more than a house, fittingly located on Mother's Joy.
It's my husband and I's first home. Sorry. And then it's where my son, we brought him home there. It was his first home, so.
Many of the attorneys we've spoken to say as far as help for homeowners, fighting this type of fraud serves several purposes. The first, you need to know who you're dealing with, whether it be for a loan mod, a short sale, or even a foreclosure. You could end up paying someone who doesn't even hold your mortgage. The second, these issues are legitimate legal claims that may help you to leverage your lender into negotiating with you. And finally, the Attorney General is investigating this activity, and criminal charges might certainly help convince the servicers to clean up their act. And you were asking, you know, what is it in for?
Yeah.
They didn't do the securitization process on the front end correctly, so now basically we're trying to sort of recreate what wasn't done.
Yeah.
Right.
Thank you, Colleen.
Thanks,
Great
Colleen.
job.